Hi guys, this is Stephanie. Welcome to Stephanie's Journey. For those of you who are here for the very first time, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Today I have for you some spaghetti that I'm going to make out of these Pasta Zero Shirataki spaghetti noodles. They have 4 grams of carbs and 15 calories, so they are keto friendly. I tried these once before a long time ago and I didn't cook them right, and I watched some videos on it and how you're supposed to prepare them. So I'm going to prepare them correctly as they say on the instructions, and I'm going to make a spaghetti with some sauce instead of spaghetti sauce, and some mushrooms and probably some tofu and some vegan cheese, and see how it turns out. So if you're interested in seeing how I make this, then stick around and stay tuned. Okay, the instructions on these says pasta is neutral in flavor, so they can be paired with any of your favorite sauces. When first opened, it has a mild earthy smell that is eliminated with draining and rinsing. Ready to eat after draining and rinsing. To enjoy hot, parboil in 2 minutes. Pan fry in a dry skillet or microwave for 1 to 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do is rinse these, drain them, and then I'm going to boil them for the 2 minutes, and then I'm going to take them out, and then I'm going to fry them in the pan. Then I'm going to cook the rest of my vegetables and season them up, and then I'm going to put these spaghetti noodles back into that sauce with those. So stay tuned for that. Okay, this is the pot I'm going to use to cook everything in, and this is the pot I'm going to use to boil it. I was going to do it in the same pot, but when I put the water in there, I don't think it was enough water to cover it, so I'm going to use my saucepan to boil them in. But I have already rinsed the noodles off, and I have them sitting draining, and the smell is not all that pleasant. So I'm going to bring it to a boil before I put the noodles in there, the spaghetti, or whatever it's called. I'm going to add a little bit of Himalayan sea salt to the water, as well as a little bit of black pepper. And I want to add a little bit of stock in that too, just to add some flavor to it so it can soak that up as it's cooking, or as it's boiling, because it's only going to boil for 2 minutes. But I still want to make sure that we take that flavor, that smell. It doesn't smell well, so I want to make sure we mask that with the seasonings that's in the water. It's better than bouillon, not chicken based, so that's what I'm going to use and put in here. I only have a little bit left, so you don't need that much, and this stuff is very salty, and I've already added salt. I'm just going to put about a teaspoon in there just to help it along a little bit. And I need this pot to be hot when I put the noodles in, so I got it on very low, and it had some water in it where I transferred it, so I'm just going to transfer it back over in there. So the water is almost to a boil, so I'm going to get the noodles, set the timer, and then we'll let them cook for 2 minutes, drain them, and then we'll transfer them to this pot. Okay, here are the noodles drained. I think this water is ready, so I'm going to pour these noodles in, and I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes, and then we'll wait on those to cook. The noodles have now come to a boil, and they boil for 2 minutes, so I'm going to take them off, drain them, and then we're going to put them over in this pan here. Okay, now we're going to put them in this pan here, and it's not a lot of them, but they say once they get dry, in the videos that I watch, that they'll make this noise. I don't know what the noise is, but we'll see. Kind of look like oodles and noodles. And I have some red and orange sweet pepper, some mushrooms. This is going to be way too much mushrooms, but they're about to go bad, so I'm just going to cook all of them up. And I have my salsa that I'm going to use, and I think I have some tofu marinating in the refrigerator, so I think I'm going to use some of that in it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out and just put it in this bowl until I'm ready for it. And what I'm going to do is, I have 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. I'm going to use my chicken seasoning that I make, and I'll It's a link for that in the video, so just check up there. It will link you to how I make my own chicken seasoning. So I'm just gonna put these in here and let them cook down. Pour some seasoning on them. And I'm also gonna go ahead and put the peppers in. And I'm gonna let this cook down and we'll be back after it's finished, so stay tuned. I'm also gonna take a couple cloves of garlic and add it in there as well. Okay, and they're roughly chopped and they're not too fine. And then just put them over there as well. And let it continue to cook down until we're ready for the salsa and the noodles. Okay, I have some tofu that I have been seasoning, and I use the seasoning that I use for my mock bacon. So you can click up here and see that video and see what the seasoning is that I used on this. I'm just going to take a few cubes of this and put it in here and just fry it up. And I'm not going to put anything on it. It has oil in the seasoning, so that's enough. And this is extra firm tofu. So once this cooks down, then we'll come back and add the sauce and then the noodles. Okay, the tofu has browned now, so I'm going to take it out because I'm not going to mix the tofu in with the sauce, so I don't want it wet. I'm just going to put it in this little bowl to the side, and that is the tofu. So I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. I'm going to pour some of this salsa in here. And get some of this flavor off the bottom of this pan. And I don't want to use spaghetti sauce because it has sugar and so many carbs in it. And this salsa only has 1 total carb per 2 tablespoons. So, and I don't know how many tablespoons I'm putting in here. However, it's still not going to be as many carbs as traditional spaghetti sauce. And I love salsa, and it'll taste the same to me. What I'm going to do is add a little bit. Well, let me taste it first. So it may not need nothing. No need nothing. Throw that spoon in the sink, and let's throw these noodles back over in here. Get them good and saturated. And this is supposed to be for 2 servings. It's 1 serving as far as I'm concerned, because that is just a little bit of noodles, and maybe I'm just greedy, but that's what it says, 2 servings. I am going to mix this up really good. See if I can get these noodles broken apart. And then we're going to plate it and add some tofu. I have a little bit of vegan follow your heart shreds, so I'm going to add those to it. This is the one that's not open. No, the one I have open is the mozzarella, so we're going to put mozzarella in it because I'm not going to open up one. And I keep mine in the freezer, so don't know how long this is going to take to melt. I should have put this in there beforehand, but it looks like spaghetti. Let's see if we can get this cheese to melt. Let's put a top on it. Okay, let's lock in some of that heat and see if we can get the cheese to melt, and then we'll come back and plate. Okay, I'm plating it in this bowl here, and I'm gonna take the tofu and set it on the side. And this is the plated look. I do have some vegan parm, but I'm not going to put it on there. So we're going to do a taste test now. So let's go back over to the other area and do a taste test. So stay tuned. Okay, now it is time for the taste test. I showed you guys the final meal. I was trying to let it cool off a little bit. Again, this is 15 calories, 14 carbs per serving. There's 2 servings in here. They're fortified with iron, low calorie, gluten-free, and vegan. And I don't know what this is made out of. Water, konjac, flour, chickpea flour, potato starch, calcium, hydroxide, and reduced iron. These keep refrigerated. You can find these where you find the tofu and stuff in your grocery store. They're like $1.99 a pack. So let's get to the taste test and see what this tastes like. I hope this tastes better than it did the first time. They were really, really rubbery the first time, and they didn't take on the flavor, which is why I decided to cook them in the stock. So I'm going to get some by themselves and see what they taste like in the piping hot still. As always, I'm always tasting stuff when it's hot. So these took on the flavor of the sauce. They are not the texture of spaghetti. They are a little bit rubbery. However, it will give you that satisfaction of eating pasta, I think, just because if you put everything in it that you put in your spaghetti and cook it up. I would suggest to cook it how I cooked it, because all the videos that I watched had the same issue, and they cooked it that way and fried it afterwards so that it was not as rubbery. And the first time I cooked it, it was really, really rubbery. I ate it, but it wasn't all that good. So let's try another bite. Not too bad. It could pass. Let's taste a piece of my tofu that I marinated in my bacon seasoning. That's delicious. Okay, I'm going to take another bite because this is good and I'm starving. I've been taping videos and editing all day, so I have not really eaten since early lunchtime. I'm starving. And I have a different mic, so my sound may be better. Let me know, because I keep getting that my volume is too low, so I got a mic that you put on, so I have it on my shirt. So we'll see if it's better. I'll see when I edit if it sounds better. That is it, guys. Thank you for stopping by my channel. As always, I'll leave all of the products that I use in the description box below. Check there. It's not an actual recipe because I just threw this together and made it up. Just wanted to try these pasta zero noodles again and see how they were since I was doing the keto. I think the last time I tried them I was doing Atkins or something years ago. So they may be better than what they were then. I just really didn't like them. So I wanted to try them because I've been craving pasta. Once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking that subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell beside that, so that you don't miss any of my videos. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you all in my very next video. Bye-bye.